My foster mother would wake us up for school. I got dressed, went downstairs, put the shotgun in my pants, walked down the street to a bus stop, had casual conversation with people at the bus stop, got onto the bus, went to school, took the shotgun out of my pants in the Arctic entryway, went around the corner, and shot into the crowd. Sue was not like one of my previous foster homes. She was nice. One of the foster homes that I was in prior to being placed in her foster home was fairly abusive. The foster father would punish William, and William is my younger brother. He would punish he and I for coming home from school late. I've been punished for trying to stand up for William because our foster brother, he picked on William and I. He would wake us up by pinching our faces. At some point in time, William's teacher realized that signs of physical abuse, and she would ask why. It got reported to DFYS. The foster father was always there watching our conversation, and if he ever felt that I was telling him anything that he thought was wrong, I would get punished. One of the more common punishments that I would receive were being, do you know what a bungee cord is? I would have to hold my hands out in front of me, and he would whip my hands. My mother was always a binge drinker. She would turn the music up loud. The door would be open outside. She's looking to have a good time. A byproduct of that was child neglect. I've been spit on for being half native, and I've been beat up for being half white. At first, it was superficial things. People make fun of me for what I look like, how I dress, that sort of thing. I decided that I needed to stand up for myself, doing what my foster mother at the time told me to do, which was do the mature and adult thing and report all instances of bullying to the principal. Didn't seem to work. And I decided that I needed to do something to stand up for myself, and unfortunately I chose to commit my crime. I remember everything being real chaotic, and what I anticipated would happen, what I expected would happen, it was not happening. I didn't understand why nobody was sitting there like I had expected. At one point in time, I remember Josh asked me why I shot him. I never looked at him. I actually ignored him. I spoke with one of the teachers briefly. She pleaded with me about putting the gun down. I had 2 conversations with her, and before this second conversation, somebody was coming out of the office area, and I ended up firing at them. It turned out to be the principal. The art teacher got my attention after I shot at the principal, and we spoke some more. She actually asked me to give her the shotgun, and I offered it to her. The only reason she didn't get the shotgun is there was another teacher behind her that was approaching, and I didn't know what he was doing or why I didn't know what he was up to, so I pointed the shotgun at them. The police showed up during our second conversation, and I decided to go up to the library. Made it halfway there. The shotgun fired into the lockers. The police officer, I don't recall who shot at, fired back at me. But at that point in time, I decided that I didn't want to die, and I threw the shotgun down, and the police rushed me, and I was taken into custody. I was 16. 2 weeks before the crime, I planned on committing the crime. I told James and Matthew and one of my friends, I didn't know what to do with the shotgun. I didn't know how to load it. Turns out that I was going to load the bullets the wrong way. He showed me how to load the shotgun and how, without shooting it, how to fire it. I'd never shot a gun prior to my crime. What I wanted from committing my crime was to get people to leave me alone. And in one sense, that has actually happened. People do leave me alone. I didn't really understand how they could have died. There's a lot of what I based what would happen was off of video games. In video games, you can shoot somebody multiple times before they end up dying. With the assistance of good time, I'm eligible for discretionary parole. I'll be 82. Do you think there's actually a parole board that would let somebody out after serving 66 years in prison? I don't believe so. I stopped pursuing legal recourse through the appeals. I felt guilty about the prospect of cheating people out of the justice that I might feel. Some people might have found closure in the judgment I received. Obviously, since that point, I've accepted where I'm at. I've accepted my life for what it is. It wasn't until my mother passed away that I actually, I got it, I understand. Because I realized that the loss I felt from my mother dying, that the Palacios family and the Edwards family, they feel similar in nature. I'm sorry. I sincerely hope that they've been able to find closure